Welcome back. We have Dr. Sandy Jameson joining us from the Cat Hospital Kamloops on this Thursday. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We're talking today about heart problems in cats and in kittens, more common than you might think.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to talk about heart disease in cats today because recently we started doing a lot more spays and neuters at our hospital because we found the SPCA was kind of bogged down with them. People were calling, say, we want to get our cat spayed, we can't afford it. So we matched the SPCA spay and neuter prices. So more people coming in. And what we do, we recommend every kitten have a screening electrocardiograph so that we'll know that their heart is okay or not. Well, we're finding quite a few cats don't have normal hearts.
Exhibit A, we have Loki here. Now Loki is just gonna get her a little close up in her cat carrier because she's a little bit, is it a she?
He.
It's a he. He is a little bit nervous. So you might be able to see the eyes glowing there. See, there he is. He's hanging out in there. Little nervous, don't want him to come out
He's
if
so
he's not
cuddly
ready.
and everything. And we had him at the hospital this morning before I brought him down.
Yeah.
And he was fine. And then I went to get him out here and he didn't want to come out.
It's funny because the same thing happens with humans. So you know what? That cat is highly intuitive, perhaps, right? However, we do have a ECG that we can put up on the screen of Loki. And tell us what this is, because to me this is just a bunch of lines. I don't know what we're looking at.
Yes, it is a bunch of lines. And actually, what I'd like people to think of is when you look at that, you're looking at a picture. Now you see, this is not Loki. This is a normal cat electrocardiograph. This is on a 5-month-old kitten.
Okay.
And it's the second line down that you see. This is called a 6-lead electrocardiograph, and all the textbooks are written about the second lead. So we go down 2, you see the second one, and you can see a regular pattern of the heart beating. Beat, 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 beat. We measure how high the beat is, and that's what tells us if it's a normal heart or not. So that's a normal.
Okay.
Now we're going to show you the next one is Loki's. Now right away, as I said, it's a picture, and when you look at that, it's a different picture.
Well, Loki looks stressed out to me here.
Well, yes, that's what you might think, but Loki wasn't stressed out when we did the electrocardiograph. And you can see the beat, 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 but you can see the measuring of the beat, how much higher it is than that normal we were looking at.
What does that mean?
What that means is it takes longer for the electrical impulse to go through the ventricle. And that's why it's taller, because it takes longer. Now, what's interesting is that when we see an electrocardiograph like that on a young kitten, we say, okay, fine, it doesn't look good, but let's wait a month and we'll do another one. So now we have the one that we did today.
Oh.
And now you see, it's like a picture, and you don't feel like you're a cardiologist or anything, but you can see the difference between the one and the other.
Yeah.
So we look at that, it's still too tall if you think about that first one, but it says, oh, I'm happy with that compared to the first one.
Right, yeah.
So what we'll do with Loki is probably in a month or 2 months, do another ECG and follow him along. Because the whole thing is, we want to know what cats actually have a bad heart so that we can start to treat them or identify the problem before they come into the hospital dying of heart disease. And so I'm going to tell you a little story. The little story is short, and it's this. I went to a conference once to learn about how to treat cats with heart disease. So there I was all day listening about what do you do with heart disease? Well, we do all these different things, and either we're going to live for a few hours or a few days, and then they're going to die. And I thought, I don't want to do that. I don't want to supervise a dying cat. I want to diagnose them early. And so talking to different cardiologists, they say an inexpensive way, this is a $21 test. I mean, like, really? We screen cats with an ECG. And when we see a cat that's got an abnormal ECG, then we go on to do the gold standards. We take a chest x-ray and we do a cardiac ultrasound. Then we can diagnose the heart disease. But we start by doing something like this. And I'll tell you what, I've done over 4,000 electrocardiographs, and I know that we've identified heart disease in cats long before they would ever come into my office dying of heart disease.
Right. We're already out of time. Can you stand it?
No!
I know.
5
the
minutes?
truth.
Wow!
Well, it's probably 4. We got a whole bunch of things going on the show, but this is a very interesting topic. And if you're smart, you might want to think about bringing your cat down and having an examination done so that you know you're not going to run into complications later. It's an important part of cat health.
It is. Yeah. Very important.
Information on the screen, 1338 Battle Street. That is where you will find the Cat Hospital of Kamloops as well. 425-1111. Area code 236 is the phone number. We are back after a quick break. Stay with us.